All right. Well, I want to start a new narrative series based on the video games Fallout. I want to do this because the season 2 for the TV show is coming out soon, and I want to experience all the stories from the games that I've previously played again, and I want to do this a little differently. I want to do this in chronological order according to the storyline. So here I have an article on how to play the Fallout games in chronological order. So the complete Fallout timeline explained. Now this is all of the games except for 2 of them, I believe. At least the main games in the series. So here, yeah, it doesn't include Fallout Shelter, which is understandable. It's more like a sim type game, I guess. Yeah, a vault management simulator. So hard to really put that in a timeline. And then the other one is the Brotherhood of Steel. And it apparently is in its own story world, not really in the canon story for Fallout. So it doesn't really fit. But I played Fallout Shelter, and that's a fun game. And Brotherhood of Steel I played too, but I don't remember it very well. So not sure whether it's fun or not. But kind of like a hack and slash. I think it was enjoyable, if I remember correctly. It does say it has Fallout Tactics here as well, which I believe is the only game I have not played all the way through. I have not beaten Fallout Tactics. So that will be a new experience if I choose to go that direction. I do believe I have it. So anyway, if we look here, the first game in the series is Fallout 76. Now, according to that, it happens 25 years after the nuclear war. All right, now, if you don't know, Fallout 76 is an MMO, which means it's meant to be played a lot. It is a very big game, lots of things to do, events, activities, side quests, on and on and on. A person could spend a lot of time in that game. This is going to be what I call a narrative speed run. Now, it's not a speed run, but what I mean by that is I'm only going to go through the quests and the items that I believe are relevant to the story. So there are a lot of memos and computers and holotapes that I'll just walk past because I don't think that they really, obviously they're interesting flavor and information, but it doesn't really apply that well to the main storyline, which that's what I'm going to focus on. So other than that, it is a very big game, so I'm just going to try to get through it as quickly as possible so that can kind of break down what the story is about in that game. So, let's get to it.
Hail, hail, we're full of cheer. What the deuce do we care?
Alrighty, here we go. Fallout 76.
War never changes. In 1776, This great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Okay, so that's the intro. So a little bit more exposition here.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family.
Okay, snapshot for my ID there. This is my character, King Gore. And I do have a plan for the character. I will explain as I go. First thing I want to do is get the Pip-Boy, though. Press B to open your Pip-Boy. Alright, quest started, Reclamation Day. After all these months, it's time to leave the vault. Reclamation Day, leave Vault 76. Alright, so officially started the first main quest here. But what I want to do first is leave the game. So, why? This is, as I said before, an MMO, which means many other people are playing on this world. As we can see, each of these is a base, so each of these are a different person playing the game. And I want to play the game solo, with nobody else on the server that I'm playing with. So I need to quit the game, go to the main menu, start over, and go to a private adventure, which is available with the paid service, which I got for this video. Now, there are several advantages to playing on a private server. Of course, it's always fun to play with other players, and some content you can only do with multiple people, really. But as far as going through the main quest, it should be easy to do solo for the most part. And as I said, there are some advantages. So when you build a camp, if there are other players playing and they build a camp close by, two camps can overlap. So that means that could interfere with camp building. Also, doing quest lines can cause some issues. And just numerous pop-ups, people asking to group or other reasons for pop-ups. So you want to try to eliminate that as much as possible. So here we are back in the game. And yep, clean open map. Nobody but me. All right. Now first, I'm going to play the game with the light on as much as possible. I have designed the character that way. So first thing I want to do is take some rest. Or take a rest. Now, resting in a bed slowly heals you. Rest long enough to gain a bonus effect, but be warned mattresses lying on the ground can carry disease. Okay, so sleeping in a bed will give a 2-hour bonus to XP boost. It's basically what it called. So you get a little bit more experience, which means gain levels a little faster, which is always a good thing. So there we go. That's my indicator that I have my buff now. And there's one more buff that's really easy to get here, which is to play an instrument. Playing instruments helps you relax, play long enough to gain a bonus effect. Now this effect will give you a 1-hour boost, and that is an AP regeneration boost. AP is for action points. That helps with jumping and running and using VATs and that kind of thing. So your action points will rise a little faster. All right, there we go. So I'm well tuned. Now there's really not a whole lot else to do in here, but there is a computer. So go to the terminal. You are invited. All right. Happy Reclamation Day. Today is the day, everyone. Reclamation Day. We've been preparing for this moment for 25 years. We're ready. You're ready. America is waiting for us. So let's get out there. The Overseer. You're invited. Countdown to Reclamation Day, everyone. 10 p.m. to midnight. We've opened the remaining liquor rations and the official Vault-Tec party hats. The Overseer will give a speech at 10 minutes to midnight and will lead the countdown. Have fun, everyone. And there's a holotape here. Look at the bottom of the screen. We can see it's something called Nuka Tapper, which is a game based on an old arcade game from the 80s. Let's see if I cleared it fast enough. I did. All right. Try round 2 here. Yay, I did it fast enough. All right. This one's always hit or miss for me. I don't know. Sometimes I get it. All right, it's the last one here. Okay, I think it's this one. Yay, all right. Got it. I'm a winner. Okay, so enough of that. Yeah, fun game, I guess, for a second. And I'll go ahead and take it because I think it's the only way to get it. If you don't take it, it's gone forever, I believe. Not a whole lot else left in here. So You can see got a storage room, laundry. Here's the bathroom, of course. Reminder, don't put TP on backwards. Okay, I don't know why you'd need a post-it note for that, but that is correct. Yes, that is the right way to put on toilet paper. And need more sugar bombs. Okay, sure. If you like breakfast cereal, there you go, sugar bombs. Yes, breakfast of champions. And overseer directive, proceed to exit. All right. Well, that is what I'm going to try to do. Okay.
You have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Okay.
Message repeats in 24 hours. System breakdown.
All right, here's Crutchley.
Hello. At last! Today is your reclamation day. I bet you're just bursting your bolts to get out there and see the world.
Still no word from the Overseer?
No, and we're not likely to get one. It's been months. Besides, she left this place behind to reclaim America. It's past time you followed her example.
Do we know anything about the world outside?
Nothing at all. The exterior sensors were taken out of commission after that unfortunate business with the nuclear bombs. With so many of your friends having been gone so long, I cannot begin to speculate how they've transformed Appalachia already.
I'm ready to go.
Excellent. Adventure and opportunity awaits you, sir. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there. Best get cracking.
Thanks, Crutchley.
Come. The country's not going to rebuild itself.
Okay, now the other robots don't really talk. They'll just kind of give you random messages. So anyway, no use in trying to interact with them. First kiosk here about water.
Stay fed, stay hydrated. Very important.
So stay hydrated, clean water cycle. Obtain water, find campfire, boil water, enjoy. Okay, so purified water and Radex. Okay, good.
Lots of water out there. Almost all.
Okay, here's Cavendish.
If you get injured, and you will get injured, make use of stim packs. They are literal lifesavers.
Okay, our second kiosk, health and medication, using your stim pack. Fight valiantly, use stim pack, be healthy, avoid radiation. All right. All is...
Be on constant alert for the clickety-click of your Pip-Boy's built-in radiation meter.
Okay, thank you. All of that is very good advice. Okay.
So, about the infrastructure out there in Appalachia, I suspect there isn't any.
Hey, thank you, Higginbottom. All right, so the third kiosk. Power is key. Clean, safe power. Find new home. Build generator. Wire it up. Power. All right.
It must be terrifying leaving this warm, secure vault for a hostile wilderness with no running water or electricity.
Sure. Terrifying.
Remember, you don't have to go it alone. Find friends, or make new ones.
Okay, fourth kiosk. Join a team, strengthen numbers, meet strangers, exchange pleasantries, share skill sets, succeed. Okay.
You must all go through that giant vault door alone. Unless, of course, you're next to someone else.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be playing the game with other people, so that's really not much of an option. Alright, so here is the Overseer's office and the Overseer's terminal. So, Vault Tech report. Confidential. 25 years after the vault doors close, you are to prepare your citizens to leave Vault 76 and begin a process called reclamation. Specifics will be disseminated automatically as that time approaches. After Reclamation Day, you are personally ordered to find and secure 3 nuclear silos codenamed Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. If these sites are still nuclear capable, ensure no one except Vault-Tec can access or launch nuclear ordnance. To be clear, even if there are other authorities, whether government, militia, or otherwise, their claims are to be ignored. Vault-Tec alone maintains jurisdiction. Vault 76 parameters. Confidential. Congratulations, Overseer. Vault 76 is one of the most important projects that Vault-Tec has completed. No expense has been spared on building, staffing, and selecting the inhabitants of your vault. The cream of the crop of America have been chosen, including luminaries from Vault-Tec University. The special classes and instruction you've received about managing a vault do not apply to this assignment. Vault 76 is special. Your mission is to see to the livelihood and well-being of all your residents and make sure they're ready to colonize America once the all clear is received. It is to be expected you will face challenges we haven't prepared you for. Adapt, learn, and thrive. America is counting on you. Okay. Excuse me. A lot of reading. Operation procedures. Day-to-day duties. Your job as the Overseer is to see to the overall health and safety of Vault 76. Avoid loss of life at all costs. The Vault residents have been carefully chosen for their unique skills and temperament. Due to the aptitude of the Vault residents, you may be presented with unique challenges in maintaining order. As a last resort, each domicile can be locked down and the resident imprisoned for any duration you deem appropriate. Enforced solitary confinement can lead to psychological issues, so factor that in. Although the vault doors cannot be opened from the inside, keep the entry clear of all unauthorized personnel. The security team will stow all weapons and munitions after the amended entry period and will be armed solely with non-lethal devices. If America is to be rebuilt, every life in this vault is special. Preserve them all. Mandatory shutdown. Our studies have shown even after a relatively short duration of living with the amenities of Vault-Tec that test subjects can grow to depend on them. That will not do for Vault 76. After the all-clear message is received, Vault 76 will shut down all functions inside of 24 hours. Air circulation will cease last, and you should warn the vault residents that staying inside the vault can be lethal after this period. Everyone must leave the nest. It's imperative that all residents are focused on the important job of rebuilding America. Okay. Archived files. Reclamation Day has arrived. We counted down to midnight. I haven't seen everyone cheer like that since Vault Baby number 1 was born. I called lights out a couple of hours ago, had to get security to help a few people to their beds, then the volunteers and I got all the standees set up just like we practiced. Need to make the final recordings and then it'll be time to head out that door. I wish I could be there to help everyone on their way, but I know they'll make me proud. Survival first. As instructed, we set up the survival packages. I've advised everyone to run fast and far from 76 as soon as the doors open. We have no information about what awaits us. Vault Tech says we're America's best hope. Now we'll find out. Annual Review 2100. Another year down, our mission continues. Top issues. At current count, 6 residents are under disciplinary lockdown. That's up from 4 last year. The morale officer has managed to quash the worst rumors about Appalachia, cannibal mutants, burning rain, whatever, but tensions are high. It's generally pretty easy to maintain order. The pedigree of most of the residents is impressive, to say the least, but competence sometimes means arrogance, and arrogance means my authority gets tested more often than it should. Hydroponics has been struggling to keep up with demand. I've been loath to institute mandatory rationing, but in 2101 that may be necessary. 76 is full to bursting with people, more than we anticipated. Top successes. The award ceremonies are a great way of stroking the most hardened egos. Since everyone's so darned competitive, the low point was someone losing a tooth in a fight over the Best Dental Hygiene Award. Haha. The senior staff has been exemplary, as always. Very dependable and loyal. It's been a struggle to keep our overachievers placated, but another year down and we're still here. The Vault 76 World Cup has proven to be a huge hit. The ball darn near broke the jukebox, but the energy in the atrium was just amazing. Alright, deleted files. And no files found, because they are deleted. And I guess that is it, except for the holotape, but I'm going to eject the holotape, take it with me, something to listen to on the way down. Reclamation Day, celebrate, yes, alright. So... Crowley.
Still pretending it's Reclamation Day, are we?
So, Kiosk 5. Camping made easy. Find flat ground, drop your camp, use resources, and build. Survive in style.
Reclamation Day? Reclaiming Appalachia? Never too late.
Little Mr. Talkie over here. Okay, so I think that's about it. We have pool over here. Okay.
Never stop learning.
Let's check out
Be the best that you can be.
slideshow here. Adapting to life outside. Accept your newer, harsher surroundings. Scavenge weapons and items to help you survive. Seek safety in numbers. Always ask, what can I do to build a better America? Do it yourself. Supplies may be scarce after the war. Many things can be broken down into useful crafting materials. Use your camp to establish a mobile base of operations. Find and use supplies to do something. Your Pip-Boy, your friend. Inventory, management, radio receiver, health monitoring, and more. Okay, lovely. Well, that's our slideshow. Anyway, 6 kiosk here. Pool, hello. And get a job, developing skills, find your calling, study, learn, work. Isn't life grand? Pick a job that's special to you. Educators, technicians and mechanics, public safety worker, marketing specialist, building construction and design workers, pest control professional, and healthcare professional. Okay. I think King Gore is going to be a pest control professional. Alright. Let's see how good I am at it. Okay. And that is it.
Goodbye! Aloha!
Alderton.
Arrivederci! Au revoir! Auf Wiedersehen! Fire fulfilled! Buen viaje!
Okay, so pick a special loadout. Either Battle Ready Dweller, level 20, or Fresh Dweller, level 2. Now, part of the main quest, which is the primary objective here, does require the character to be at level 20. So rather than trying to level on my own up to level 20, let's just go ahead and start as a level 20 character. And battle-ready dwellers leave the vault at level 20 with a special loadout of their choice. They are prepared to jump into more difficult content. So the options here are Commando, automatic rifles, Slugger, two-handed melee weapons, Gunslinger, pistols, Shotgunner, shotguns, of course, Specialist, VATs. Okay, and I was thinking of doing a gunslinger build, but I think I'm actually going to go with Slugger. And high strength is going to be important. Like I said, I do have an idea of what I want to do with this character. So Slugger, I believe, is going to be my best choice here. Confirm selected special loadout. Yes. Okay, and there we go. Right, with Slugger, I believe always starts with a baseball bat. And so baseball bat can be upgraded pretty quickly, which is one of the reasons it's pretty advantageous to do that character type. And I think I will go ahead here, quest Wayward Souls. I'm going to go ahead and come down here. I know that this guy who has had a bad day has a gun on them, which I do not have a gun to start with. Okay, so the Wayward Souls here, it says speak to Pennington. So here's Pennington right here.
Oh, sir, those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
Any idea what those two are doing up here?
Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening, but I'm not sure if she believed me.
Have you seen the Overseer?
Well, yes, but It's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
What's been going on out here?
Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out of the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia. Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand. It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up to?
You sound like you think they're up to something.
I've been keeping watch here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth.
I ought to be on my way.
Oh, do be careful out there, sir.
Okay, so Wayward Souls says speak to Lacey. Now I do want to check my data here, and we can see there's main quest, side quest, daily quests, and events. Now of course events, dailies, sides I will not be doing, only focusing on the main quests, and not all the main quests, just what I consider to be the main quest line, the main storyline for Fallout 76. So that would include, of course, Wayward Souls, which we're already starting, and the new arrivals. Okay, so Wayward Souls, it seems people have returned to Appalachia, and two are just down the hill. Pennington suggested I speak to them in order to determine their intentions. Then the new arrivals, I'm picking up a radio transmission from the Overseer. I should tune in my Pip-Boy to listen in. Alright, that is definitely part of what I consider the main storyline. Now, this, Welcome to the Neighborhood, this is actually part of what I would consider an expansion, so not part of the main storyline, so I will not be doing this, in this run at least. Okay. So here we go. We see a sign for the Wayward, opening soon. Food, drinks, rooms, refuge. Conveniently located at the corner of Route 86 and Route 88. All kinds welcome. Alright, well that's nice. Okay, and we can see Lacey and her friend right down here. Got Lacey and what? Isella? Alright, whatever. Now I need to go ahead and look at my character layout here. Player combat now available. Now of course I don't have to worry about this because I'm not playing with other players. You have unopened perk packs. Would you like to open them? Yes, I would. All of them. I gave my seat on the bus to a blind man. Okay, that happened a little quickly. Alright, whatever. So, a whole bunch of perk cards that I can add to the character if I feel so inclined. Now, what I have up here, strength is high. As I said, I do kind of have a plan here. My primary weapon is going to be the baseball bat. Unless I get just something really amazing, that will be my primary weapon. So all of this looks good. These three are for melee, and then this is for carrying stim packs and chems. Pick locks, that's good. Yeah, perception 1. I will be wanting that, yes. Okay, endurance. Also, I think probably endurance will be my second highest. So rejuvenated and through hiker are both ones that I wanted. Natural resistance. I'm not crazy about natural resistance. I did get both of these, which is something that I kind of want to play around with. I think I will go ahead and do that. even though this is not a super popular card, I think it's fun. And it's going to work with this build. So going to do Cannibal here. And then here, Charisma, Lone Wanderer. And then Inspirational. All right. I'm going to get rid of Inspirational because I will not be on a group. In a group on this run. And get my prepositions right. I think I will go with Hard Bargain. It's just handy to have on. I'm going to play this as a lazy run, so I'm going to be putting a lot of convenience cards in here that are just nice to have. So that's a good one. Then First Aid and Makeshift Warrior. This will probably be my first thing I'll boost up. I want Makeshift Warrior maxed out, so my melee weapon lasts as long as possible. Okay, and then Evasive, that's good. Action Boy, Marathoner, sprinting consumes 20 fewer action points, which is actually pretty good. I kind of want to take that. Yeah, I might take both of these instead. Yeah, I will be using guns, but they will be like secondary weapons, so maybe to pull or to just do a little damage before I get to them. Yeah, I think I will do that. I'm not I don't know. Marathoner is really nice. I think I will take Marathoner. And so I only have 1 point left, so I guess I will take this. Packing Light. Okay, and then Serendipity is good. And Can Do, sure. Although I do like Junk Shield too. Add some. But I will stick with Can Do for now till I get some more food going. So, sure. Although I do like the idea of chems. I think I might take that instead. Pharma. Yeah. Find more chems. There you go. Alright, so that's my starting build. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah. Alright. And now, Lacey.
There's got to be a way in there. Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there!
Hi.
Whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
The door's sealed tight. No one's getting in.
God damn it. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around.
The big one? What are you talking about?
You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
There's a treasure out here?
Well, yeah. There was this big broadcast, but shouldn't you know it was in there?
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
What's the world like out there?
We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been.
What else can you tell me about this treasure?
Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio has come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward. Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them.
What can you tell me about the area?
About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire.
I better be going.
Watch yourself out there.
Okay, very good. So, now I've talked to them and it says to visit the Wayward. Alright, I will do that. But first, there are these red donations boxes out here where you find some items. Welcome to the wasteland. Hey newcomers, welcome to Appalachia. Heck of a place, isn't it? There's a lot of danger and a lot of excitement waiting for you. I got some help when I first stepped into this big, beautiful, irradiated world. I figure you deserve the same. So in that spirit, I built a little box for gift giving, a place for the haves to leave something for the have-nots. If you see something you want, take it. If not, well, you'll survive. Good luck out there. Signed, your friendly neighborhood wastelander. All right. So that's that. And get my weapon out here. Nice baseball bat with some razor blades on it. Who doesn't like that? All right. First, what did I see there? Nothing? Thought I saw something. Alright, anyway. So now the adventure begins. Okay. Hey, that's not very nice. And then you're gonna go all the way down there. Alright. Yeah, that's why that Kim... Oh, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, that pharma thing is really nice because a lot of enemies it can work on and a lot of boxes, and then the Kims are quite useful. Hey, they're gonna run up here.
Come back here!
Where?
Yeah. Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. If we expand our area all the way out here...
Yeah, and the Kims can be sold to vendors, so it's a source of money, and yeah, they're also very useful. In the beginning, it's good to gather a lot of scrap, things that I can scrap for later. I don't think there's really anything here.
I saw a lightning bug over there.
Alright. And so it begins. Gather as much wood as I can. I need a lot of wood and plastic. You can see on the mini-map there. What? Why? It does that sometimes. I don't know if it's supposed to be thorns or... I guess it's supposed to be thorns. I don't know. Okay.
If those raiders come snooping around, they're gonna regret it.
Okay. Keep going towards the Wayward. Now there's the road. You can't go to the road. It doesn't really matter all that much. Ow. It's not very nice. Not very nice at all. Jeez. They are very shooty. Alright, don't really feel like dealing with it. There's our go-to spot right there, the Wayward. Alright. How did I miss you? Alright. Anyway. Okay, there's another donations box right here. Go ahead and pick that up. And team only interior. Again, not going to be on team, so this doesn't matter. Go ahead and start picking everything up.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart, I think you must be sick. Because pointing a gun at me in my own bar is a terminal affliction. Look around. You think I'm having my people piece this place together out of mobile homes because I'm thrifty? Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you?
Why don't you put the gun down, friend? You're outnumbered. Let's talk.
Outnumbered? Shit. Fine. But don't think this is the end.
Only for you, honey. No one pulls a gun on me in my bar. Mort! Get out here!
Yeah? What, Duchess?
Jesus! You let one of those monsters in here?
Hey! You want to see if there's a tomorrow? Then I want you to tell me where you and the rest of your numbskull crew is hiding out. What the... Mort, what was that?
Called me a monster. Alright, what? He was gonna kill us.
You know, we could have asked him some questions.
Oh, you know what? It's safer this way anyway.
I suppose.
Put your hands down, lady.
I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day.
Sure.
Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
What was that all about? He said something about a treasure?
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business.
What can you tell me about the area?
Not a whole hell of a lot. We only just got back here ourselves. 100 years ago, before the bombs, this was a popular little highway between two of Appalachia's biggest cities, Morgantown up north, and Charleston to the south. We set up here hoping it might relive that fate, but so far all we've gotten is trouble.
You looking for help dealing with these thugs?
Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
How much are you paying?
50 caps if you can get the job done.
Make it 100 and we've got a deal.
75's as high as I'll go. And for that kind of money, I expect to never hear from those boys again. Now, that mean you're on the case?
Why not send your friend over there?
Primarily
because your security, other than me right now, are one former contractor and a robot that has no guns and thinks it's a cow.
To not put too fine a point on it. So I could absolutely use another set of hands if you're willing to lend them.
You want me to kill them?
I don't care how you deal with them. Sweet talk, string up their leader by his ears. Hell, buy them all ice cream sandwiches. Whatever you can do to get them to stop harassing us is fine by me.
I'd like to hear this plan first.
Only seems fair. The details, then. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
You want me to pretend to be Crane, don't you?
Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Sure, I know how to build structures from schematics.
That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road?
Let's do this.
Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The Wayward gets left alone. Oh, and on the topic of leaders, you know, one of my people found this tape in the camp across the way, recorded by one overseer of Vault 76. It's a little out of date at this point, but it seems it might have been left for someone from her vault. Maybe it was waiting for you? Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a little refresher.
Okay, good. So, grab a few more things here. It's just good to have as much scrap as possible. I don't think there's anything wonderful over here, but yeah, a little extra steel and maybe some ceramic springs, that kind of thing. Yeah. Can talk to this guy. It's really not all that necessary. Here in Hunter for Hire it says, speak to Mort about building at your camp. You can. The main reason I do this, the Wayward part of the game, is I would say it's not really part of the main quest, but the game kind of forces you into it, so I just accept it as part of the main quest. So, sure. That's fun. Somebody is taking a whiz in the can there, I guess. Haha, can in the can. Okay, so just because he is here, I'll go ahead and talk to him. Yeah, I think that's about all I can get here. Hey, Mort.
Glad to hear Vault-Tec actually took care of some of their people. You hear these rumors, right, about them just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations and a fancy suit. Good luck. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now. Because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you?
Can I ask what happened to you?
Allergies. Learned the hard way I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us ghouls. Not the most flattering name, but still, beats being vaporized.
What's it like being a ghoul?
I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also, means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are sane. Not sure how it happens. Why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans. Raw! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice.
You can teach me about using my camp?
Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm going to help you, I want something in return.
And what is that?
All right, listen, I got this plan. You're going to help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think.
These are tapes you recorded with the voice you're speaking in right now?
It's the only voice I got, so yeah, that's what you're gonna hear. Now, you want them or not?
Sure, I'll listen to them.
You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about?
So what's your job here?
Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Rads? They don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink and doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Well, at least until the tapes take off.
You killed that man.
I did, and your eyes still work in case that's the reason you're bringing up the obvious. Look, the world's hard now. Better you learn that lesson real fast.
Didn't have anything at the moment.
Some other time then.
Alright, main reason I like to talk to him was because, of course, in the TV show, there's the ghoul, and he gives kind of a little insight into what it's like to be a ghoul and how he became a ghoul, and I always was kind of curious about that. Is it like a genetic thing, or, you know, is it just luck getting just enough rads to turn you, but not enough to vaporize you, or I don't know, whatever. Kind of interesting, though, to get that perspective there. So now, what we want to do is go to the Overseer's camp. And since we'll be doing that, listen to the Overseer's holotape here. Now, let's see here. There we go.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, and no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault-Tec was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Okay, so now the Overseer said to follow her to Flatwoods, which I'm going to do, but first I want to build a camp, and while I do that, may as well listen to Mort's tapes here.
Son of a... What tiny fisted rat built this... Oh, wait a second. The thing is on. Hello? Hello. This is Mort McCoy. And welcome to the first of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today we're talking about your camp. Now, former Vault resident or someone who killed a Vault resident, let's start off with the basics. Placing your camp. When plugging down your camp, C-A-M-P, that's an acronym, for the first time, remember to... Crap.
right there? No. Here we go. Remember to take the lay of the land. Consider the grade of the terrain, general defensibility, and proximity to your surroundings. Could that cliff edge be used to protect your flank? You bet your chops it could. Once you've found the perfect spot, it's time to move on to the best part of working with your camp. Construction! Construction can be an intricate process, so a steady hand and an eye for detainment, details, damn, I had to get that one off. Eye for details are a must. You should take a moment to familiarize yourself with the camp's patented intuitive construction interface. But don't worry, we'll cover construction in gory detail in the next of Headmaster Mort's edutapes. So long. Come on, what's that?
Alright, so that's the first one, and I like to do this watchtower because it's really easy to build on top of. There is the Crane's treasure hunting sign, so I went ahead and got that set up. Let's go ahead and check out the next of Mort's tapes.
Hello, dedicated listeners. Welcome back to Headmaster Mort's edutapes. Today, in this second tape, we are talking construction. Now, the first step of construction is... Wait, what? Is that soda? Soda's red, right? Wait, oh. Electing. First, electing what you're going to build. Once you've made that election, it's just 3 easy questions to construction success. 1. Is the location I've selected going to work with an object of the size and shape I'm building? 2. Have I read the schematics thoroughly? And 3. Do I have all the required materials too? Who the hell bled on my notes? Saul! If I find out it was you, you're gonna bleed on... Whatever. Just short. Short on materials? Loot the local junkyard, mills, and warehouses for parts. Missing a critical schematic? Your local vendors might have just what you're looking for. And on that note, this has been Headmaster Mort's edutapes. See you again soon. Solomon, so help me, this better be Jen. Where are you hiding?
Okay. So, one more tape from Mort while I finish up my build here.
Welcome back, lovely listeners, to Headmaster Mort's final tape in the camp series, Powering Your Camp. After listening to the second tape, you should already be well-trained enough to build a generator. If you haven't yet done so, I'll wait. Screw it. Alright, I'll assume you nailed it. Now, generators are the heart of your camp power system. Once your generator is built, all you need to do is connect it to the object that needs power with a wire. Though, be aware, your wire will need a clear, unobstructed path to establish and maintain a direct connection. Some objects, however, like simple light bulbs, do not require a direct connection. All you need to do is run a wire from your generator to a power pylon. Place the power pylon near your lights, then voila! Let there be lights! Well, this has been Headmaster Mort's Camp Construction Holotapes. Please check back with Headmaster Mort himself at the Wayward to learn more about his other exciting courses, including Mort, can I still eat this? And mutations. Am I a monster now? And thanks again for listening. Ha! Nailed it.
Alright, so that finishes Mort's tapes. And this is my beginning build for the camp. It's got basically everything I need and what I can build at this point. I'm going to make a few baseball bats, level 1. This is one of the reasons why I like this build. Because it's fairly cheap. I think 4? Let's do one more. 5. Trying to get a few. So the way that you can upgrade is by breaking down other items of the same type. So I have several baseball bats here. I'm now going to break those down, scrap them, and that opened natural, blue, not what I want, black, oh jeez, what'd that open? Spiked rocket, okay, that's a little better. And then puncturing rocket. Okay, I'm not sure if that's... I really want a couple of... Oh, I don't want to do that. What? There we go. Okay, so puncturing rocket, 224, 209... Okay, it's pretty good. It's got armor penetration. It's not the best. There's a couple other things that are better than this. So I think I will go ahead and make a couple more baseball bats here and see if I can get lucky. It's 1, 2, and 3. Let's try that. So scrap this one. Sharp rocket, that's better. Spiked, heated rocket, okay. Let's go back. Okay, so now I've got spiked, which is actually less oh, I have barbed, which is an increase in damage. What do I have right now? Sharp. 150, 265. Oh yeah, this is an increase. Alright, and then sharp rocket, which is really nice increase. Plus it looks pretty cool. So, but I do not have nuclear material, so I'm going to have to toggle craftable so I can get that. I'll go ahead and do the barbed upgrade here. And I am a little disappointed. I was hoping to get one other one that is really helpful. So let's see if I can try a couple more. 1, 2, and 3. I know a couple is 2, but whatever. Alright, so scrap this one. Red. Not what I'm looking for. Ah! That's heartbreaking. Ah, both of those gave me nothing. Okay. I guess it just was not meant to be. I think what I will do instead, that should be good enough for now. Going to make a couple of items here. So I kind of feel like I'm gonna go with kind of a beast look here for King Gore. I believe he's kind of like a barbarian type character. And yeah, I think that's gonna be his look. Kind of barbarian type. And then for the backpack, oh, I already have a backpack, which is good. I want to change the look though, something a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. And do some flare, but I think I need plastic, and I kind of used up all my plastic. Maybe I have enough. Let's see here. Yeah, I like the Mothman. And I don't have any bones, so I can't do that. Yeah, maybe I'll just hold off on that for now. That's fine. And what's this? Oh, let's scrap that. Okay. So all of that I think is good. And then go ahead and put on my new apparel. Do not need that. And there we go. Oh yeah, that's barbarian-like, right? With my new bat. Yeah. Alright, I like it. And now I need to go towards Flatwoods. Alright, but what I'm going to do here is go ahead and favorite some items here that I like to favorite. Once I have a full wheel, then I can rearrange some things. I guess I will just do this for now. And then, yeah, how about some buff out and some, I don't know. What? Buff out Med-X. Sure. There we go. How's my wheel look? So I'm still missing 2. I need another weapon and yeah. Alright. So not quite ready for that. So while I'm going here, I guess I will listen to the other Overseer tape, Vault 76. I don't think I listened to that.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
So sick and tired of those thorn bushes.
Okay. Whoa. Came out of nowhere. Alright, so as the Overseer is saying, she's supposed to secure 3 missile silos. And yeah, but for right now, just going to Flatwoods here, as she told me to do. And then I need to also load the broadcast tape, which if we go to the map, change player icon. It's really not important, but I'll go ahead and change it, because as I said, King Gore is going to be kind of a barbarian type, I think. I don't believe there's a wolf, so I guess I'm just gonna go, yeah, I don't think there's a wolf, or at least I don't have a wolf. I don't think so. Alright, so I'm gonna go with Grognak, which definitely is his favorite comic book character. Alright, so there's the starting of my character. Yeah, barbarian-like, right? Yeah, I think so. And, let's keep going. Another donation box. Good. Alright.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church. People were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions and its voice. Angry, tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are, and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Okay, so there we go. The Overseer wants me to follow the Responders and what they were doing.
Hi there.
Hello, Heather.
Are you here for the responder training?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Then you're not alone. A lot of people come here because of that radio message the responders left. That's what brought me here too. At first, I was planning to just do the training and move on, but honestly, I kind of like it here. I really enjoy meeting all the people that pass through and hearing their stories. Wait a minute. Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76?
Why do you ask?
I keep hearing about it. I've even met some people who say they came from there. And honestly, I believe them. It's so interesting. People living underground for years, and then the doors open and suddenly there's this whole new world to explore. So, did I guess right?
I sure am.
I knew it! I could tell just by looking at you. I've always thought that life in a vault must be so amazing, with the robots and all the machines and having everything you need every day. Best of all, you're safe, which, let me tell you, is a thing us outsiders very rarely get to feel. Though I guess you're one of us now, so that's all in the past for you.
Mind if I ask you something?
Go right ahead.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? There's not much to tell, really. I came in with Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice. But eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I'd never seen, figure out who I am. When I heard the message on the radio about Flatwoods, I was curious to meet the responders, so I made my way here. I decided to stay here and see what else I could learn. That's pretty much my story.
Tell me about Foundation.
It's up in the Savage Divide, which is what they call the mountains to the east. There are maybe a dozen settlers up there, though people always come and go, so it changes. Honestly, life is pretty good there. It's a community and everybody does their part to help.
Tell me about Paige.
He's the closest Foundation has to a leader, I guess. I never got to know him real well, but he always seemed like a decent guy. Honest, reliable, cares about the people, that kind of stuff.
There's something else I'd like to know.
Okay, what is it?
What's with the responder outfit?
I found it in one of the houses. It fits great, and it's really comfortable and pretty durable, too. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't have some sentimental value for me. I've admired the responders ever since I first heard about them. What they stood for, helping people no matter what. That was really important.
Anything interesting you can tell me about this area?
Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that qualify as interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But you can find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The new River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Okay. So, yeah, that happened. Alright, now I need to register as a volunteer. Okay, mine, another weapon, food item, bunch of ammo, salt, cram, all kinds of good stuff. Multi-purpose axe, which is also a good melee weapon. Alright. So, here we go. Welcome, Survivor! This program was developed to turn regular survivors into certified responder volunteers. As a volunteer, your job is to help others, and our job as responders is to help everybody, including you. Volunteers, register here. Welcome, volunteer. Transferring course to your external hardware. Done. Report to responder Kesha McDermott for further instructions. Alright, MOTD, message of the day. Survivors Guilt meetings are held every night in the funeral home. Ugh. People directory. Okay, so it says locate Kesha McDermott, and I can search for her location in the system. Alright, I will do that. Rank responder, job researcher, specialty hydrology, education. Last checked in 10/25/96. Last location Flatwoods River. Housing assignment 3 Church Road. Notes monitoring water safety protocols in Flatwoods. Conducting ongoing hydrology experiments. Okay. So now she should be on my mini-map, and I should see an icon for her. I heard shooting. Okay.
Automated warning to all responders. Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate DASA has asked us all to document our stories for posterity. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed them in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and science.
Okay, so yeah, Kesha was the water specialist. And I had to get a sample of the water from the pump here, and also one from the river, rather. And now I have that, I need to analyze the water. Just want to make sure. What I need is more plastic. The shovel is kind of an interesting melee weapon. I like the what's the word I'm looking for? The dystopian wasteland type feel of walking around with just mundane items. Alright. New item here. Why it takes so much time to get that, I don't know. Okay, scrap some stuff. Do I get plastic? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's see, I gotta, let's scrap that. I don't need this. Yeah, I don't need this. That's a level 20. Don't need that. Don't need that. That's level 5. That's not very useful. Party hat, we can get rid of that. Yeah, we can get rid of that. And shovel. Oh, it's level 1. Okay. Transmitter parts. We'll save that for now. Level 5. Not very useful. And workbench parts. Okay. I guess I can scrap this and get those parts, but yeah, interesting. Alright. A little bit of plastic there too. I guess I can ditch those. I don't need them, I don't think. Okay. Favorites. Okay, so I got another weapon. And, right. So, let's see here. Go to my weapons. Actually, I think I got also a... What am I thinking about? Alright, first let's, favorite that. Yeah, I got a mine. So, how are we looking here? Hey, and with the... That would be 1, 2, 3... Yeah, so I think I can do my wheel now. That's good. I will go ahead and get that done in just a second, but first, need to analyze the water. Analyze water sample. Alright, analysis summary. Reading water testing kit. Water type dirty, diseases severe. Conclusion. Water has not significantly improved since the last sample from the same coordinates. Updating volunteer status. Archives. Looks like both the river and well have gone from fatal to extreme to severe to serious. Okay, so now it's what, moderate maybe? Okay. The well. Okay. Anyway. Play holotape. No, I think I will eject the holotape and I will listen to it in just a second. Alright, I already scrapped everything, so it should be good here. Let's go ahead and listen to it while I'm moving around here. What was that? No, that is what it was. Alright.
This is my first interview with another survivor, Kesha McDermott. She found me trying to break into a Nuka-Cola machine and...
Alright, this is the event.
Showed me a different way.
Don't want to do events.
So, Kesha, can you tell us a bit about how we can make sure our water is safe for drinking? Try to keep it to the basics for training purposes.
Oh, it's not complicated, really. Find water and strain out any big particles and chunks. Then, boil it in a pot over an open fire for a minute or two, then let it cool. Should be fine. Like making tea, right?
Uh-huh. You joined the responders a while ago and helped develop a program to train volunteers. So, were you a survivalist prior to all of this?
You could say that. I taught high school kids. I used to talk about this very thing to them. Practical application of the sciences. It's fascinating, but you never realize how important some things will be down the road, do you?
I guess not. So if we were students of yours, what would you tell us about the world now? How can we survive?
That's a good question, Dasa. Well, I would tell you all to remain calm and focus on surviving.
This town was really
The first thing you need to do is get yourself some clean drinking water. It's likely all you'll find is dirty water, but that's okay. We can fix it. Dirty water carries a small chance of disease, and it's a bit radioactive. You'll probably survive if you drink it, but you shouldn't take that risk. It's better than toxic water or nuclear waste, though, which are both very harmful and should be boiled thoroughly first. Got that, Dotha?
Yes'm. Contaminated water should be boiled. Okay. Sounds easy enough. So, boiled water is safe?
It's mostly safe, but still a bit radioactive. What you really want is purified water.
Oh, purified water. Okay, how do I get that?
You can build machines that will do it for you, and that's the most reliable way. Building them requires some space and time and plenty of materials. But on my way up here from Watoga, I found purified water occasionally in supply caches and medical kits. So, keep your eyes peeled.
If I boil water, and that's mostly safe, aside from a teensy bit of radiation, what about tea? Most folks around here are tea drinkers, as you know. I recall many a night sipping tea on the stoop, watching lightning bugs, and reading a book in peace and quiet. Tell me that's still okay, Kesha.
Oh, bless your heart. It's probably as good as boiled water anyway. Maybe even better if you add anything medicinal to it. Some survivors add all sorts of flowers and herbs to boiled water, and they swear by it. Personally, I stick with purified water. To each their own.
Okay, got it. Switching tracks a bit. I know you're awfully busy with your latest research in Flatwoods. Can you explain that a bit?
Of course! I'm testing local, natural water over time in Appalachia. Gathering data, monitoring the radiation and contamination levels, and all of that. I analyze the data in my lab to look for long-term trends and use those trends to determine how we can use the water right now. We use the water for more than just drinking, you know. It feeds our plants, which feed our animals, so we need to know how things are changing.
You got a lot of work cut out for you. I'm glad you joined the responders. That data sounds invaluable.
It is! I've integrated the data collection and research into the Responders Survivors Volunteer Program as well. I am still a teacher, after all.
Wow. Then there you have it, folks. Thanks for talking with us today, Kesha. And thanks for showing us all how to live a little safer.
Class dismissed.
Or maybe I'm hers.
Alright, well, I did find some more plastic while we were listening to the tape, and I boiled the water as I was instructed. So now I need to come back to the kiosk here and check volunteer status. Alright, so now that's done. I need to search for Delbert Winters in the people directory. Find Delbert Winters. Sending data to responder Kesha's terminal for additional analysis. Done. Updating volunteer status with the responder database. Done. You must complete one more experiment for the responders to become a full volunteer. Transferring course to your external hardware. Done. Report to responder Delbert Winters for further instructions. Okay. Let's look up Delbert Winters here. Rank responder, morale officer, chef, cooking, preaching, morale. Last checked in 7/24/96. Last location, Delbert's home. Housing assignment 21 Bridge Street. Notes, runs the Flatwoods kitchens and potluck, trained survivors, and food safety. Alright. Well, now Delbert Winters should appear on the map. Here, there he is. And hopefully, I have a lot of plastic now. Okay, there's some brain fungus, which can be useful. Not really this level, a little low level to get the full benefits, but I can make soup. And the brain fungus soup can help with experience point gain. Okay. Well, there's poor Delbert. Okay, we'll take this. Sad. Okay, Delbert's terminal. Property of Delbert Winters. Witnessing the end. Message of the day. Today's the day. Volunteer training. Delbert wants every volunteer to cook one meal for today's potluck. Today's menu is Survivor's Basic Ribeye Steak. Instructions: get some meat from one of the local cows, toss it on the fire until it stops oozing. Yummy. Comfort Food Cookbook. New comfort cookbook. Recipes detected. Updating database. Okay. Potluck schedule. Ribeye. Today's potluck is ribeye. Schedule. Ribeye. Every day. Alright. And past favorites. Ribeye. Number 1 to number 10. Yep. Love a steak, I guess. Delbert's diary. January 15th. On faith. I needed to write down my thoughts because I was losing faith. I'm ashamed to admit it. I witnessed the wrath with my own eyes. The brightest of lights filled the sky, and I thought he had come for me and those of the faith, but we remain. Why? Either he did not come, or we were not good enough. I pray every moment I can. Nothing. I hear nothing. I used to hear something, I think. Did I? It's hard to remember. So long ago. February 20th. Responders. This past month, I have struggled. I cooked a lot, though. You know, it helps keep me calm to cook. Ingredients are so simple. Mix this and that, and you got yourself a food. Life, not so much. And the beyond? I don't know. I thought I did. The responders set up camp in town. They're a bunch of medical and firefighter types, and they plan to fix up survivors. I'm volunteering. This is something I know I can do. April 15th. Nightmares. Devoting myself to cooking for these survivors and running the book club and the nightly Survivors Guilt meetings has been good for me, but I still come home at night and I think, why? I was ready my whole life for this. What did I do wrong? June 10th, weird cows. It makes me glad to see the responders are taking in survivors so well. We need them. Lord knows we need to rebuild this land. I have been noticing a weird thing. Some of the animals are born different. At first, I thought it was just a random fluke. Two-headed cow should go to the Museum of Fakery, but then it happened again and again. He doesn't make mistakes like this. September 1st, the flood. Weird cows are born more often than not, and I don't know what to say. Plants are weird too. Plants are merging, changing colors. I don't know what. Maybe this is a recreation of our world like after the flood. If so, we survivors had no ark, no protection. I stayed up all night cooking stew and corn pone for everyone here. There's a lot of us now. A lot of us aren't doing so good. Some have lost faith in the responders and ran to the mountains to join gangs. I pray for them. I pray for us all. Mind you. October 10th, experiments. The weird cows continue to be weird. I heard someone who arrived from over east of here call them Brahmin. I can't remember what regular cow tastes like anymore, or regular tomatoes for that matter. I've set up an experiment to monitor these things. I'm worried, what if the meat and vegetables here are hurting us? I need to keep track of this to know for sure. In the meantime, I think old prepackaged food is probably okay. November 8, gangs. Bunch of old survivors came down to town from the mountains. They're in a gang now. They wanted stuff. They tore up my gardens and killed some cows. I'm going to start putting some extra food in the pantry just in case. And I need to remember, they have a tough time up there. There can't be much to eat in the mountains. December 25th, our future. I brought all the weird cows down from the nearby farms and let them loose in the pastures. I think they'll stay by because I planted a bunch of good hay grass there. In a couple of months, I'll build some gardens near the houses, and I'll set up some control groups of plants. He didn't take us, so I need to make sure I'm ready for when he returns. This has to be just a trial. I have to do better. I need to make sure everyone here eats well and survives until the end. Ooh. April 25th, apology. I have sunken my entire life lately into these experiments and feeding these survivors. I've asked him if this is enough, if he will come for me now. Silence. Is this punishment? I was in the war. I killed. I know I did these things, but I had to. They made me do it. I thought it was right, too. How can I apologize now? June 26th, at peace. Just finished planting the community garden for next year. Figure I'll spend some time in the garden patches behind my house for a bit. It brings me peace to work the land like this. Planting some seeds. Gonna see what in the hoot they turn out to be. Don't look like any kind of seeds I know. Bless his creativity, right? Okay. Behind my house. Alright, I'm curious what those seeds are. Let's see what they are. Okay. Reverend Delbert Winters, poor guy. Okay, so it kind of looks like this place was attacked by raiders. Yeah, they didn't have a chance. Alright.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lent my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened, I figured like most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here. At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrong. Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to have been thought. So I asked how? Why? I fought you boys on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind the dumpster. You ought to cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly. And I was thankful for my task in life. Thankful. Next time hell or high water land in my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share a home-cooked meal together, all right?
It's hard work making a living out here.
Okay. Well, seem like a decent fellow, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and see. I know it's not very nice, but I need as much leather as I can get for later, and also why not go ahead and stock up on some extra meat. So I can't remember. I don't think there's one in here, so I'm going to go ahead and use this up here. Break some things down here. I don't think there's really anything else here. Yeah, hold on to that for now. Oh, low level and low level. Okay. Looking good there. Now, check in with the self-serve kiosk. Alright, complete training. Updating volunteer status with the responder database done. Congratulations, volunteer. Granting access to the responder database done. Okay. Now I need to contact the responders using the database. Okay. Log in. Volunteer. Emergency. Contact Responders HQ. Establishing connection. Done. Message received. Displaying. Urgent message. A large horde of Scorched is on the move and might be headed for our main base at Morgantown Airport. All personnel are requested to report to HQ as soon as possible. Bring weapons and medical supplies. Maria Chavez. Connection terminated. Okay. Oh, let's see. There was a restricted messages here. Training volunteers. All survivors. Responder Ben Ami. By now, everyone has heard about what happened with Casey and the two young survivors that arrived from Sutton. It's tragic. There are no words, but he just didn't know, and they trusted him to know. So we've decided that all volunteers must now start as volunteer candidates first. And during this time, we go over the basics now. Food, water, that sort of thing. Casey decided to travel into the mountains to clear his head. We tried to persuade him to stay, but it's his choice. We hope he'll return soon. Self-serve kiosk. The new kiosk should help us handle additional volunteers, should any arrive. Lately, most of the survivors are too injured to help themselves, let alone others, but they see the kiosk as a sign that people will be arriving soon to help. We need that hope. Okay. Kiosk bugs. The self-serve kiosk seems to have some issues. The message of the day keeps cycling every hour, and every time I add a new volunteer, it doesn't save the profile or send the information to the admin terminal. Okay. Interviews. We are the survivors, folks. We are learning how to live out here, and we need to preserve and distribute this knowledge. Do you know how to make clothing from animal hide? Determine a good berry from a poison one. Let's talk about it. Let's tell the world what we've learned. Welcome. Welcome, responders and volunteers. Thanks for working with us. As you know, we are trying to cope with the influx of survivors that need our help. The new volunteer program is going to help us concentrate on medical help, while volunteers focus on basic survival needs. We are also collecting data for the responders database, which will help us rebuild Appalachia one day. So please contribute data when you can. Okay. Good. No. All right. I think requests. Can you make requests? Oh, interesting. When responders return to Flatwoods soon, we will process your request. Stay nearby and use the provided emergency supplies and robots. 6:15, new patient medals. Transcript from the volunteers' bot records. Everything hurts, literally everything. I don't even know what happened. I tuned into the radio station and heard about this place, but nobody here knows where you all went off to. New patient Chris. I was running and broke all my toes, and my nose won't stop running on top of everything. I was getting attacked by some horribly messed up person, and then I started feeling sick. I think he died. His skin was on fire. I kept running. That's when I broke my toes. I'm just going to lie down a bit. I just feel bad. Comment from Metals. Yeah, that guy who signed in yesterday with the sniffles and broken toes just died, I guess. He turned to me and said, maybe I ate something bad, and that was it. I'll bury him in the back. This ain't my job, you know. You're welcome. New patient Cullen. I figured I could get some training here from professionals, survival type training. I'm going to work on the volunteer responder program. I heard if you get access, you get a bunch of rations and rugged survival equipment, so I'm going to do that. Mike? I used to be a member of a bunker to the east. We had plenty of food and water, or so I thought. People got nervous. There was a fight. Anyway, I left, but I don't have any supplies. Heard about this place on the radio, so here I am, just here to trade, really. Comment from Cullen. That guy who just signed in took some supplies and left some other supplies in trade. Took most of the water and food, though. He said he was going to some asylum somewhere and would need it more, but he left us with some armor, so that was good. New patient Dr. Ben. I have been eating nothing but Blamco mac and cheese, sugar bombs, and Instamash with Nuka-Colas for years, even before the bombs. But lately, it seems to give me the shakes. I'm a doctor, though, a doctor of philosophy, not medicine. So I came here to see if anyone could tell me if there's something I can take for the stomach aches and shakes. Comment from Dr. Venn. Sending in some feedback on the robot. It's out of all of its supplies. I've been grabbing supplies from the nearby houses in town, so there's enough for most of us, but the robots need to be refilled. New patient Brad. Constant headaches. I was trying to survive up near that old Vault-Tec vault. had a nice shack by a pond, even made my own liquor. Things were fine, but then I got attacked by a bunch of giant bugs, and now my head is killing me. Just where is everyone anyway? Comment from Dr. Venn. It seems like the responders should have communicated with this outpost by now. Cullen is now a volunteer responder, and he found some resources using the database. He found info in the database that showed us where the responders are now. We're going to go find them now. Okay. Good. Well, I guess that's kind of that. Yeah, I think that adds some good flavor without going out of my way. Oh, another hide. And I got a level, yay. Alright. Go up here. Now, well, I don't want to do fertile soil. Alright. So that event is over. Now I need to load the broadcast tape here. And let's see here. While I'm doing that, I can listen to the Overseer's broadcast.
Broadcasting to the people of Vault 76. This is the Overseer. We need to talk, face to face. I've missed all of you, but this isn't just about a reunion. We have work to do. I'll be waiting in Sutton.
Okay. So she has a house in Sutton. It's faster to go up the hill here, I think, than to take the roads. There's the tower. So, yeah, Sutton is right here. But really, that's a thing for level 20. I think it's better for the story to do this other stuff first. Oh, thank you. Alright. Bunch more stuff. Hopefully I got some more plastic. Alright. So, emergency management system here. So, emergency management. Note, in case of emergency, authorized users may utilize U.S. government supply requisition holotapes to connect with the automated NCRA systems. Alright, this is like a little event type thing that is possible. Not going to worry about that. Scorch detection communications. Communication uplink online. Rover repair unit dormant. Alright. So I need to load the broadcast tape here. And then it looks like initiate transmitter connection. Yes, activate transmitter connection. Yes, that's what I want to do. Congratulations, your station is connected. Thanks to the Presto radio systems. Connection buddy. Okay.
Established. Please seek out Crane, Treasure Hunting, Incorporated, to exchange goods and services. Initiate tagline. Follow the sign. To fortune. Broadcast complete.
Okay. So I do have a pick box of level 1, which is useful. I want to make that better though. Like I said, this is my lazy power build. Make it, as it is possible to change out cards as you're going through the game, but frankly I think that is very time consuming and kind of boring. So, and I'm not trying to min-max here. Just try to get through the story as much as possible. Okay, well, I think that's about it. So now I need to return to the camp. Okay. The next thing for the responders is up here at the airport, but that will come later. Right now, I want to return to my camp.
Whoa, you're not Crane. The hell's going on here?
You know Crane? He tell you anything about this treasure he found?
Crane found the treasure? Holy shit. Where is he?
What can you tell me about Crane?
Probably not much more than you. He came to Appalachia not far back, hunting for the same treasure everyone else is. Last time I saw him, he mentioned something about an abandoned storage facility he'd picked up some details on, but beyond the general, he didn't share. Now, your turn. Where is he?
Your guess is as good as mine. Last place he was spotted was this bar down the hill from Vault 76, the Wayward.
The Wayward, huh? It might be I pay the place a visit. Appreciate the tip, not Crane. Good luck out here.
Alright, you too, bud. Okay, so now go ahead and put all my stuff in here. And then what was that? Oh, I have a small... Oh. Okay. Can I do anything with that? Oh. No plastic in there, though. Okay.
Crane!
Ah, there he is.
Come out wherever you are!
Okay. I've talked to this guy.
You Crane? This it? Thought you were some kind of big shot. So, rumor is you've got information our boss wants. You tell me where this treasure is, and he's willing to leave you alone. Scout's honor.
No, you tell me where your hideout is, or I'll turn you inside out.
You what? Sure. Fine. We took over the old West Virginia Lumber Company in the Northwest. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Alright, so now we at least have a location for the people that are messing with the Wayward. So that's something useful. And let's see here. I believe I got some more stuff here. Go ahead and unlock that. And I guess I will go ahead and add these items here. Let's see here. What was this? And this. Something like that, I guess. Not beautiful, but I guess it's okay. Kind of blocks you in there. Alright. Good enough, I guess. Alright, so now I got a nice little setup here. And I think this is a good place to stop. So, yeah, I will pick it up from here. I guess I'll have to go back to the Wayward and talk to Duchess and find out where to go from there. So, until then.